Did you guys know that yesterday was a national holiday here in the States? I do know, you know what I found out was that in Canada it was National Family Day, but here in the States it was President's Day. Something that has always meant a lot to me in my time with Darren, my 6 years with Darren. And since leaving corporate, I'm not present to it, like ever, because it doesn't really affect me. Because as an entrepreneur, there really are no vacation days or days off. And um, it's yesterday was an awakening for me. Let's put it that way. So Darren had a 3-day weekend, which is amazing. And traditionally, we have always gone away on Thanksgiving/President's Day weekend. And for the last couple of years, we haven't. There's been just other things happening. I was at an event last year, and he booked us a trip on Friday night. He booked us an Airbnb, and we drove into Utah, to Kanab, Utah, which is where a lot of Westerns were filmed in the early 20th century. 20th century. What I want to talk about today is the importance of rest and play and unplugging, because without it, we burn out. And it's not just, I'm not just talking to entrepreneurs today. I'm talking to anyone who is a leader. So if you're watching this, that means it's you. Anyone who's a leader, whether you're a leader in your family, a leader in your business, things like that, because our society really is built upon go, go, go. And over the weekend, we were doing my favorite things. We were exploring. We're exploring new places. We take the dogs and we drive to new places. We did some hikes. And it became really, really clear to me that I was having a hard time letting go of technology, letting go of my brain, shutting off my work stuff while we were in this gorgeous, beautiful area of the country. I mean, it's the Southwest. It was the top of the Grand Canyon. There's huge plateaus everywhere and mountains and just beautiful red rock. Like the place we're staying at was at the bottom of this huge red rock. And I was just realizing, like, I was still stressed. I was still really, really focused on the past. I wasn't being present, right? And I come on here and I talk to you guys all the time about the importance of being present. And not only was it being present for me, but it was being present with Darren, right? Like it was like our little getaway, which we hadn't had one in a really long time. So when we get really clear and conscious to the fact that play is so important, things open up, a lot of spaces open up for us. And yesterday was President's Day, and we were in this beautiful little cute Airbnb. And I was making the statements that I was going to still do the mystical morning, miracle morning. A little bit of a miracle, isn't it? Mystical morning. And, I was setting an intention for me to get up. And we were on mountain time, so I actually would have gotten up we would have been live at 7. And I decided, I was like, I keep saying that I'm going to sleep in. I keep saying, I get to just rest a little longer. And yesterday morning, I was like, you know what? It's a holiday. And I made that conscious decision to be able to enjoy the rest time that we created together, to be able to actually lay in bed for a minute. And I'm talking about this because I think a lot of times when we talk about intention setting and commitment, there's times, I know for me even, I'm like, okay, did I just break my word? I don't want to break my word. I want to be really, really clear about what I'm doing. But what I was realizing was that I was breaking my word to myself by not allowing myself to rest as much as I should have been, if that makes sense. So even though I was saying my intention was actually for me to rest and enjoy my time with dogs and Darren, and just to slow down. Because when I'm here in my studio, I'm going the whole time. I don't even realize where the day went. I set timers on my phone to be able to go outside because I can just go, go, go. I can just be a workhorse. And all of the research I've done and every, high performer I've listened to, my own mentors, say the same thing. And I want to tell you guys this, and I'm sure you've heard it, but it's really important to rest and to unplug and to slow the F down, because all of the things that were going through my head are here today. There's nothing I was going to do about them on my time away. Nothing. It was just like my ego was like, "Okay, you shouldn't be doing this. You're not worth it. You're not worthy." It's like totally a worthiness like conversation as opposed to me being like, "Hey, got it. It's all gonna be here on Tuesday, and I just get to enjoy this moment." So it was a lot of like self-reflection while I was looking at these like freaking amazing, beautiful landscapes. We went to Horseshoe Bend, which is the famous horseshoe of the Grand Canyon. We were near Antelope Valley, so like all the slot canyons, we're in those areas. A lot of it was shut down just because of the time of year. I don't think it was even COVID; it was more the time of year. There was actually snow over there, so it's just so beautiful and amazing. And whoever needs to hear this today, like if you haven't taken some time for yourself, book it in the next like 2 weeks. Whether it's a day that you just completely unplug from your computer or you go on an adventure. I mean, because of COVID restrictions, our ways of doing things or going and having fun are different, right? So some people really tapped into nature and exploring that, but some people like myself, I've just like gone into work mode, right? Which is great for my business and it's great for my world. And it's not great for me all the time or my partner because we still get to have some play. We get to still have some connection together. So, biggest takeaways from my weekend is that play is just so important. And I talk about it all the time. Like, we get to play in our work, but we get to we get to just play in our life. And making that time is so important. And resting. If you find yourself saying over and over again, I am so tired, I'm exhausted, the more you say that, the more you're going to be that because that's an I am statement. But what if you said something like, I'm experiencing being tired right now? And they came up with a plan to do it. Because I kept saying it over the weekend and I was like, okay, I get to come up with a plan. And what ended up happening was I let myself sleep in for a couple, like 2 hours yesterday. And I feel pretty darn refreshed. I'm looking very tired this morning, but that's okay. I feel great. And just figuring out play again. As a society, I think that it's almost like that self worth conversation again. Like, I don't deserve play. Go play. Especially for all of you brand new budding entrepreneurs who are like, I'm starting a business, but I don't know what the heck I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. Like, make sure that you schedule in play. Make sure that you are scheduling. Thank you. Thank you for the comment. Make sure that you're scheduling in just some rest time. Like, even if it's just going outside and laying in whatever sun you have right now. I know you guys are all over the country, all over the world. Just finding some time to go inward, but also just to be silly, to laugh, to dance, all those things. Because especially right now, I remember living in the East, and this is the time of year, especially after Valentine's Day, you're like, all right, next holiday is St. Patrick's Day. And, you know, like it's that like dog days of winter where we start to get kind of weird and we're shut in and, um, people get depressed. So, guys, like, make up some games, go play, whatever, be silly. TikTok's an amazing thing to go on and like learn a dance, things like that. And if you need ideas, you let me know. As always, I'm going to drop my calendar link in here and let's just talk 15 minutes. You can come up with some fun things to do if it's with your family, with your animals, whatever, because it is so important that we give ourselves that play. So, that's what I have for you guys today. Love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. And in the meantime, go play. Bye for now.